What's up, everybody? Cut my hair down. Cut my hair down. Need to rock my hat. Rock my hat like that. Rock it like that. That's how it is. Yo, so I was watching this dude, this black dude, talking about slavery should not have slavery happened so long ago. It shouldn't have no effect on black people today. And to an extent, he has a point, but then at the same time, it wasn't just slavery. So like I keep saying, all over the world, slavery happened all over the world. But that don't concern me what happened all over the world. I live in America. So I want to talk about what took place in America. See, like I said, there were three ways a person could become a slave. You were in debt, you were a prisoner of war, or it was religious persecution. Those were the only three ways. But then once the Pope seen how slaves worked in the Vatican, they started picking on black people. And color became the new variable. And it became black against white. And technically, like I said, black people are not black and white people are not white. But they use those terms to create a distinction between the two. Like when Europeans first came to America, they were called pilgrims. Then they went from being called pilgrims to being called Puritans. Then they went from being called Puritans to calling themselves Christians. But then when black people and Native Americans started getting baptized, they couldn't use that term anymore. So they started calling themselves English. Then they went from calling themselves English to just German American, Italian American, Spanish American, like that. Then they just said, we white and you black. And that's how the term white and black came about. It was to create a distinction between the two. Now get back to slavery. Color became the new variable. And that's when Europeans decided to wage war on African nations. And like I said, slavery took place all over the world. But here in America, after slavery is the bad shit. Because after slavery, you had Jim Crow laws, you had black codes, you had everything to keep black people handicapped. Everything to keep, even when black people had prosperous black neighborhoods, those neighborhoods were attacked and burnt down so black people could be solely dependent upon European white people. And that's how it is today. During slavery in America, 99% of black people worked for white people. Today, 98% of black people work for white people. So when you have black businesses, there was a way to destroy them. Integration is another reason. Integration is a diluting process. And that's one of the reasons black people don't have many black businesses today. Nobody tries to whenever immigrants come to America, they do not try to integrate. They don't try to integrate. That's why you have Spanish neighborhoods, you got German neighborhoods, you got Russian neighborhoods, you got Italian neighborhoods, you got Jewish neighborhoods. In all those neighborhoods, those neighborhoods have their own business. You go in a Jewish neighborhood, you see Jewish businesses. You go in a Spanish neighborhood, you see Spanish businesses. You go in a black neighborhood, you see Spanish, Italian, Greek. Everybody got a business in a black neighborhood except black people. And the way I see it is society, America needs somebody to pick on. And they use black people. And that's why, we've been socially engineered to live at the lowest level of a real life monopoly game. And we just don't see it. Like this black dude was on the internet talking about slavery should have no effect on black people. Like I said, it's not slavery. It's the things that happened after slavery. Black slaves were released into a hostile environment with nothing. No clothes, no shoes, no friends. Jim Crow segregated, purposely handicapped, planned ignorance for 400 years. Everything is made to keep black people jacked up. It's all by design to keep black people. And anytime we start doing something, they say, "Uh-oh, black people doing this." If you was to have black businesses right now, black people talk about black unity, black people sticking together, that offends people. And the reason it offends people is because they know they can't use black people to make money anymore. Because that's where all their money comes from. Black people have a low self-esteem, and we think we need a $400 Louis Vuitton bag. We think we need a $20,000 gold chain and shit. We think we need that shit. And the more we have more we have pride in ourselves, the less we start spending money with everybody else. And that's what people don't like. Cause then you cut into their business. And people that make, like I said, you go in a black neighborhood, you see all these businesses. Them people make money. They don't spend that money in the black neighborhood. They send that money to their country. So a black neighborhood is like a bucket with a bunch of holes in it. The money comes in the neighborhood and it goes out the corner store, the liquor store, the Chinese restaurant, the laundry, all those little businesses that are owned by people that don't live in the neighborhood. They just come to the black neighborhood to make money. And that's when you start talking about black unity, that messes them up because it cuts into their business. That's why. Yeah, so slavery didn't affect black people. But like I said, and the thing about it, society is made for white people. They're born with 75% of what they need to become successful. That's why a guy like Donald Trump can go broke, become rich, go broke, become rich, go broke. The system is made for him, strictly by virtue of his skin color. The system is made for him. Black child, all they need is a scheme in their head. A white child, all they need is a scheme in their head, and they can persevere. They go break, they go rich, go broke. Go rich, go broke. Go rich. They can do that shit over and over again. Puffy's in trouble now. We're gonna see how long he stay rich. Think about it. All right, y'all, take it easy. Oh, my poetry book. Lying is more provocative than hate. Don't beat your children or they'll turn out like you.
All I need